Hi and welcome to the Throw It Deep Knowles talk show. My name is Case. I'm your host. I'm a 16-year-old sophomore in high school. I'm basically starting this because I'm tired of talking to my dad about this 24/7. I love the Knowles. We are boosters, season ticket holders. Today I just have three things I want to go over the week 7 or whatever of this season. Three things of the knowledge I've gained on this team and what I'm thinking. I've got bad, good, and concerns. We'll start with bad. Slot receivers. Terrible. Why are we not utilizing our slot receivers? It makes no sense. Winston Wright Jr. just left because of we're not utilizing. We have Destin Hill. We had Winston Wright Jr. Now we have Ja'Kai Douglas that saved us, got the win for us against Miami 2 years ago at home. Set up for that 4th and 14 that we converted. These are all dudes that can play. Veterans. Not Destin Hill. He's a 20-year-old freshman. But just something that I think we need to work on is not throwing it deep every time. And not just hitting our wideouts for a 10-yard slant. Hit the slot. Hit reverses with them. Let them run. They're fast, skinny dudes that can get away. Next is screens. We're terrible against screens. Against them, not so much. We've seen that against Clemson on that 3rd down in overtime. That was a great coverage screen on defense. Talking offense, we can't do nothing on screen. We should just scratch that off the playbook. Screens are terrible. We cannot do anything. We have the smallest receivers blocking and the 6'7" dudes catching the ball. Makes no sense. Put Biscuit out there. Put Jaheim Bell out there to block. Put Kyle Morlock out there to block. Don't put a Winston Wright, or a Ja'Kai Douglas to block for a Johnny Wilson. Makes no sense. They're going to collapse every time. The last bad thing I have is corners. One in particular, Finchar Cypress, needs to be benched. In my opinion, he's terrible. What is he covering in man? He's getting burnt 24/7. He's had 2 good plays this season. And by the end of the year, he gets passed up by Conrad Hussey. All our other DBs are really good. Renardo Green, Jarian Jones, Akeem Dent, Shaheem Brown from the next county over. I watched him play in high school. He's a dog. Greedy Vance, Conrad Hussey, true freshman, in my opinion, is way better than Finchar Cypress. The only reason Finchar Cypress looks so good is because he played at Virginia, where they played nobody at all. FCS teams. I can play good against them. I'm 16 years old, and I'm 5'7". I can block them. Come on. Everything hasn't been great. I would love to see more better open field tackling. I don't know. Just in general, I'd like to see a run game better. Last game was about the best run game we've had so far. By far was the best. We only rushed for 23 against Clemson. That's terrible. And somehow you win. But getting into the good, kicking, amazing. Give a round of applause for Ryan Fitzgerald. What a turnaround that kid has had. I am so proud of him. He hasn't kicked much this season because we've been putting in the end zone. But extra points, he's perfect. Field goals, he's perfect. He thinks a long of 48. at Clemson. He hit one at Clemson. Death Valley, sold out crowd. That's hard to kick. There. I would like to see Mascherano punt and kickoff, and him just do kicks because they messed up his footwork last year. And he's got that fixed now, obviously, but he just can't boot it out like Mascherano can. I wish we'd just put Mascherano at kickoffs. Depth is insane. I mean, you have Joshua Farmer, which they have starting over Fabian Lovett, which I do not understand. But Fabo's old, and I mean, I don't know if he's just saving his body for the NFL to get a check or what. But Joshua Farmer, somebody that's really impressed me is Gilbert Edmond. I don't remember his full name, but it's Turner. It's like Brian Turner something 54. He's really impressed me. He's on the D-line. Blake Nicholson, Conrad Hussey. I mean, there's plenty. I can keep going, but I've really been pleasantly surprised and pleased with our depth this year, and I only hope it gets better as the years go on with our recruiting and NIL deals. Coach Storm and conditioning. Our guys are conditioned. They're not gassed in the fourth quarter. They're playing just as hard, and this got to ties into depth. I mean, the rotation of a dude. Second drive of the game, and Verse or Patrick Payton's not out there. I mean, you got the ACC Rookie of the Year and All-American on the other side. I mean, they're not in, and we're still getting sacks. I mean, that's how conditioned these dudes are, and how our depth ties into. I mean, Mike says that we got 4 dudes on the end that can play just as hard as the first 2. The 3 and 4 can play as hard as the 1 and 2, which is, I'm very happy. Getting into concerns is we are playing a lot of freshmen, and at some point this is the 5th game. At some point you got to think and go, all right, are we redshirting these people? Because transfer portal is a big thing now. You don't get playing time. You can go to Virginia and get playing time. I mean, you might be downgrading in school, but you're getting playing time. And that's one of them things is, do you redshirt him or do you not? Like, a Conrad Hussey, does he just become starter 7th game? Or what happens? I mean, Blake Nicholson, like, you only want to play him. Do you play him more than 4 games because we don't have many linebackers coming back next year, or what do we do? That's about all I have today. I appreciate y'all watching. Always go Noles, and see you on the next one.